So going to be going over a trade recap I had yesterday on ES. I did not have time yesterday to record a video. I was taking this trade on the fly. But yesterday was super clean price action. Was very happy to see us have really good price action actually for once. So going to be going over all the confluences I had. So I took the trade on ES, so I don't know why I'm on NASDAQ actually right now. But I'm going to go through everything, all that I saw, whatnot, all this good stuff. So actually I have most of it marked out still, so very nice. So coming into the market, on the hourly time frame, the most obvious thing was we took out London session highs. So, our London session lows, my bad. So I'm going to get rid of a bunch of this stuff here. So this does look a little confusing. I'll go over all of it. But first thing, the big thing was we took out London session lows, so I'll hide this at least. So we had London session lows marked out here, swept them really clean. I thought if we were going to continue to go lower, I was not going to take a trade just because there wasn't too much to look at. This isn't really, this could be considered an imbalance, but this is a new week, or not a new week opening gap, but a new week opening here. So I didn't really want to mark this out. So I knew if we continue to go lower and we were ripping down very hard, that I wasn't going to end up taking a trade. But the good thing was we weren't. So if we look on the 5-minute, actually, we see once market opened, we were like moving down very aggressive. Here we had our CISD to the downside before market open. So I thought we were just going to fall off the planet. But turns out it was just a manipulation move. So on the 15-minute, big thing was this 15-minute order block that we had here that we tapped into really nice. We have this move down for the move up. We have this move down. We tap into it, and we see a strong rejection out of it. I guess we're just respecting it. It's one way to look at it. So hourly swept liquidity. 15-minute, we respect a order block. 5-minute, we have this fair value gap. That we have two of them actually, so it was a good risk to reward if you waited for this one to close, if you waited for this one to close, if you waited for a market structure shift, right? You wait for this breaker block. I did not risk a whole lot on this trade actually, so it was really good RR. Obviously, you see I held it for a long time. I'll go over why that was the case actually, but we see we have this 5-minute fair value gap. We see we got a closure above. So once we closed above it on the 1-minute actually was when I entered, and we see as soon as I enter, we decide, oh, okay, and like half my candlesticks are missing. But as soon as we enter, we actually decide to rip down. Now, what was really interesting about this trade actually was I was at golf when I entered this trade. I only risked about $200 on the trade, and the issue was that I couldn't see my order filled. So it was showing the little blue arrow, like the arrow that was right here when I entered. The problem was it wasn't showing my P&L no matter where I looked, right? So I'll go, I don't have my login right now actually for trading, for Tradevate, but I'll just go on the trading, I'll just go on paper trading for now. So when you look here, like where you see your account balance, your equity, realized P&L, it wasn't showing any of this, right? It wasn't showing that I was up money. It wasn't showing I was down money. It was just showing my balance, and it was showing no realized P&L. Unrealized P&L wasn't showing anything, right? So, and even when I go to account history, or even when I go to history, it wasn't showing anything for that day. So I entered the trade, but it didn't look like anything. It didn't look like anything happened, and it was really confusing. So I apparently did not set a stop loss, because I believed if I had my stop loss that I wanted, I would have actually gotten stopped out on this leg down. But because I didn't, or maybe my stop loss was like right here, I don't know. I probably should have gotten stopped out on this. But because I didn't set a stop loss, technically, I did not get stopped out. So it wasn't showing that I was in trade, so I thought maybe it's a bug. I'm probably not in the trade. Oh well, I'm just letting it run. I'm checking every once in a while. We are just continuing to rip up. So I'm like, worst case scenario, I'm making bank on this trade, and it's fine. So then I log back out. I log back into the trade, and I log back into Tradevate, and it actually did show that I was in the trade, and I got out like right about here. It was actually more like right when price was here on the other side of this up move. So it was like right around here was when I closed the trade. So it was a really big RR trade. This was definitely not what I'd usually do. I would definitely not usually hold until there. It was like my actual take profit was like right around here at this line. So I probably would have closed partials, around up here, and then had a couple runners leave for these other areas. So this is kind of like TGR strategy, how we took out high time frame liquidity, right? We take out, probably could do this on the 5-minute, really. Oopsies, that was weird. or the 1 minute would probably be a little bit better for this. But we take out the high time frame liquidity and we go back and take out the low time frame, low resistance. So like these highs here, we have these highs here, we have these highs here. So again, it was really clean yesterday. I hope a lot of people, it looked like a lot of people that I seen, that I follow on social media, took the trade. A lot of people in my Discord took the trade. A lot of people won yesterday. It was really nice having really strong PA. But again, it was really awkward because that's not usually how I trade. I don't usually hold a trade. Like, I was in that trade for quite a long time. I was in it for over an hour. But again, I mean, if it was how I would normally trade and it would show my stop loss and everything, I would have just moved stop loss to break even and let it ride. So, you know, worst case scenario, it's a free trade. Best case scenario, I take profit. So it was a really good trade. Really good price action. Really good price action. Really good draws of liquidity. It was really clean. But as of today, I don't know how good price action is going to be because we do have FOMC minutes at 2, which tends to cook the market pretty much all day. It's kind of like Fed funds rate, where we'll get a really not as it is the same thing, but it's the same concept on the chart, as in we're probably going to get really shitty price action, and then we're going to get a drastic move, and then it's going to shit on the market. So that's all for today. It's basically a recap on yesterday. I don't think I'm going to be taking any trades today, just because the market, I know, is probably going to be moving really slow, and not really present anything. So that was basically the trade recap yesterday. Been struggling a little bit on the funded account. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so I got logged in the TradeAvate account, but I have no idea how to look at yesterday's entries. Actually, if we go on Google Slides here, so I'll pull up the entry here with the arrows, so we can see that, I mean, it was a legit trade. This is with the arrows. So this is where my entry was, right where I said it was, and then this was my exit. So I don't know how to go like back in time on TradeAvate and like show my logs from yesterday, because it just shows nothing. Like under history and everything, account summary, so nothing today. But yeah, really good trade, really happy, good price action. Hopefully we probably won't get that today, but we'll see.